Scrappers, Tom here from the iScrap app, and we're going to talk about the most popular topic, and that is copper. What happened in 2025? What's going to happen going into 2026? Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you can see our other 2025 recaps and 2026 previews. Now, one of the biggest things that we can talk about this year was what happened the end of June going into July, and that was the tariff talk that happened to copper that caused a run-up in the copper markets on the domestically traded side from $4.50 to $6 a pound in about a blink of an eye. That was a crazy moment that then got rescinded when they said, no, we're not going to have tariffs on some of this refined or unrefined copper coming back into the country. Copper prices that trade domestically in the United States then came down and they equaled out what the worldwide prices are. And here, the end of December, we're trading at roughly the same numbers again. But what we did see this year was unbelievable copper growth, and that's not something that anyone predicted. The last few years, we've been talking about electrification, the EV markets, solar, and all these different demands that we're gonna need copper for. Well, that hasn't stopped because we're still having solar, there's still EVs, even though they're not nearly as popular, especially with a lot of the government rebates stopped in September. But where's the demand for copper going to be going into 2026? And why was it so popular at the end of 2025, where we have a $1 difference of where I thought the year was gonna end? I thought we were gonna end around $4.50, and we're trading closer to $5.50. Again, trading numbers are different than paid numbers at scrap yards, but that's what I can use as a very equal reference. One of the things we can talk about this year is AI. The AI growth that we're predicted to see coming in 2026, 27, 28, and really through 2035 is going to consume a massive amount of copper. And I'm not just talking about the circuit boards, the connections to the servers, or the lines that connect servers to servers to servers. We're talking about power generation. We're talking about accessibility to markets. We're talking about the new power that's coming online. The other day, President Trump showed the amount of new projects that are being built to create energy in this company because the usage that AI is going to have for computing is going to consume so much electricity that you need these copper transmission lines in place. The amount of copper that we're going to see is going to increase over the next 7 to 10 years, more than it has the last 7 to 10 years. AI is so critical to the infrastructure, both from a computing side of things for people like us that may use Gemini or ChatGPT, but when you look at it from a commercial scale or a government scale, the amount of energy that's going to be needed to keep the servers running, to keep the information processing, to be able to take that information, push it out into the ethos, the internet, and all of your computers that you use things for is going to be crazy. Here's the thing about energy, right? Renewables are great, right? But they're not meant to be sustainable like electricity needs to be to create constant power into server systems. AI can't generate on a fluctuating market. So copper is going to be needed in such ways, and we're not even talking about the construction of factories, manufacturing facilities. Look at how many auto manufacturers are coming back or coming to the United States, building plants. And like I was just talking with one of my coworkers, even Apple is coming back into the country, building servers that are going to use locally, domestically sourced copper to go into these pieces of equipment. So where's my optimism? Well, it's very high if you can't tell from the level and sound of my voice, but I think that what we see in the copper markets moving forward is strong. Now, for the last 6 months, I've had a sell all recommendation on copper week after week after week because I'm a big advocate in a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. And who knows if copper shits out by 50 cents and you get upset when you go to cash in. So sometimes when you get it ready, going to cash it in is a really solid thing. That's what I do. Turn and burn, I call it. Get it in, process it, get it out within 3 days. With the amount of manufacturing that's going to happen in the United States in the next few years, I see such unbelievable growth potential for copper that I can't wait to see what happens in the market. And it won't shock me to see copper hit $6 a pound on a trading level in 2026, especially if we see the tariffs sustained, if we see the growth beginning, if we see the job additions going on, and these are some of the reasons I'm so optimistic about copper. Let me know your thoughts, agree, disagree, where the markets may be going, to infinity and beyond, as Buzz would used to say. We'll see where the copper prices are going. Don't forget to check out our other videos on CATs, carbide, steel, aluminum recaps that we had for 2025 and predictions going into 2026. Until next year, scrappers, my name is Tom, and I'll scrap you later.